Hello and welcome back. No need for the microphone right now, there's no wind. But look where we are. I'll give you a quick spin round. See if you can recognise what's behind us. It's the Buckle Little More. Me and Stephen. We're in Glencoe. We're actually on what you class as the ski centre hill. And we're on our way up to our summit camp, which, as long as we get close enough to the summit, I'll be marking this down as the summit camp for December, and that'll be my 12-month summit challenge done. Both of us have got crampons on, as we just put it on now actually at the little halfway point cafe before we get the next ascent, because it is starting to get that point now where the snow's very thick and it's definitely not frozen. It's at the point where you need the spikes. It won't take spikes, so full on crampons today. It's absolutely beautiful weather though. Honestly, you know, I can't. What a day we've got. So yeah, we're gonna crack on. I'll probably just wait till I get to the top and I can film, or when we get to the campsite and film properly there. That's what I give you the first little welcome to the video. There's no wind or no noise, no need for a microphone. Absolute stunner. Right, we'll check back in later on. So you want to follow this path then?
Aye, because that's a good thing, we can actually see past through it. That looks like somebody's walked up there, isn't it? Aye,
aye.
Yeah. And the Alec is a big beast.
as you've probably seen by the footage, as I was getting the tents up. Now we're not quite at the summit that we said we're going to go. We decided, you know, just with the lack of daylight this time of year, just to stop where we were, and it allows us to get pitched up nice and early, and then we can sit down and enjoy our camp. You might see behind us the absolutely magnificent view of the Buccleuch of Moor, which we'll show you a lot more in detail. We've just been digging in our tents for the night, so I've created a hole for the Simone Makalu 2. That's my go-to winter tent. And then what Stephen's putting up is his Hilleberg Alac, so he's needing a huge space for that one. So I'm going to finish getting my vestibule, my porch area dug out, and then pull the tent out, get the guys set out for the night, and we'll join you back with a view in about maybe 10-15 minutes from now. I'm a bit more organised now. I can do a wee proper piece to the camera. So, tents are up. Outstanding view now, isn't it? Outstanding. So that's the sun just come over Milabui. So we should get up the next hour or so before it drops completely. And then we have Creag behind me there. And then the big bad boy, the Buccleuch of Moor. And as we're looking around to the Ben Nevis and the Malmoors in the background. I'll give you a proper little look at our camp now, So, as I mentioned, tent-wise, I'm in the Simone Makalu 2. I'll show you a wee bit inside in a minute, what we've got. And there's the Hillenberg that Stephen's in. Also got a wee a wee fridge set up there for the Lucozade Sports, and they'll stay nice and chilled in there. I think what we're going to do next is probably look to find somewhere we can get a chair, sat and watch that view, take it in, and that's why we want to come up early. And then just do exactly what we're doing now, is we get to appreciate the view. It's just stunning. I mean, obviously, if you've watched YouTube a lot, you'll have seen a lot of people been up here, particularly Gold Summit Solo and the Solo Summit here. My lips are getting cold. I've both camped up here on a few occasions actually, and we were intending on going a bit higher, but just didn't see the point. I mean, look at the view. why move? So yeah, as I mentioned earlier on, this will be my summit camp for December. It may or may not be. I mean, it is still a summit. Creag Dhubh, I think it's called, or Creag Dhubh. But we'll see. I've got a few more potential dates for camps coming up, so we'll see from there. Right. Gonna settle in, get a bite to eat as well. It's actually only coming up for 2 o'clock, so it's good time to get our lunch on and get a wee snack. So we won't see the sun again tonight. It's just kind of dropping now ahead of us. So I'm going to sit here. I've got a chicken and mushroom pasta in my jet boil, so I'm going to keep myself warm with that. Stephen's grabbing a wee bite as well. Settle down to this view. Absolutely stunning. I've got a makeshift chair at the moment, but we'll probably make something out of the snow, I think, and see what we can get away with. Yeah, absolutely stunning, eh? So, yeah, we're going to settle in for a bit. We've got to be careful, like, as we things lose charge a lot quicker in the cold, so I'm kind of reluctant to do loads of filming until I know I've got like a bit in the morning, you know. So I'll do a wee bit now and a wee bit later on, I think, you know. Anyway, I'll check back in a bit. Nice. Alright, we're up at summit. We thought I'll come a wee walk as the sun's setting. And I have mentioned this in previous videos, but this is one of the big pools to do in a winter camp, is the colours. You get a completely different colour than you do at the summertime, and obviously the higher you are, the more it lasts. Sorry, the longer it lasts. In the case of this one, we get this pink band. As you can see, it stretches all the way behind us, right through what I mentioned earlier on, Ben Nevis and the Malmores. You know, we've got the Buckle sitting there, and actually this will probably last for about an hour. Sun's setting us, and actually I'll overlay some other footage as well while I'm talking. But I thought while I'm up here, I wanted to mention something that I've been doing on my channel, on the communities part of the of YouTube. So if you haven't done that, if you haven't noticed it, go on to the YouTube, not on the telly. You have to go on the phone or website and look for communities tab. Tab that, and then it'll bring down like all the kind of posts that you put up. And one of the things I've been doing lately is I'm building up a poll for our upcoming video, which will be like a end of year type video. So it's 5 polls, and you pick your selection, each one of them. Obviously it helps if you watched previous videos, but you can click any if you want. If this is your first video you ever watched, go back through it and have a look. But yeah, we're going to settle in for a while. I'm expecting to find that you're going to have plenty of star footage tonight as well, whether it be some star lapse footage and some stills, because we're going to have a clear sky tonight. What we've got in the morning, I'm not sure. There's a potential for a cloud inversion, or I say a cloud inversion, more like a proper temperature inversion, where it's basically going to be a mist that's held down by the heat. How low that holds is another thing we don't know. We're hoping that we've not gone too low. Neither of us could be. I'll show you where that was where we're thinking of going, but as you can see, it's quite bare, eh? And we were starting to think about it, and we thought, what happens if we get up there and we don't get the snow camp we want? We came up here wanting to get what you've seen, you know, digging our tents into the snow and creating a little hole, you know, want to get that experience into winter. So we thought we'll go for this one where we know there's those little dips we can put it in. So whether I count this as my December summit camp yet, I'm not sure. We're hoping we get another choice, but it is still a summit, so it may count, because we did walk it. We didn't take the chairlifting and that, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna get some photos taken and enjoy this absolute stunner of an evening. I just said that I wasn't going to do any bits of the camera, because I thought it was going to be too dark, but with the moon being out, it's reflecting off the snow, and well, what you're seeing in the camera is what we've been seeing with the naked eye for the last hour or so, 2 hours. It's really bright, like really, really bright tonight. We've got Creasy there just ahead of us, and Mila Buoy to my left. Like I say, I mentioned that earlier on, that's where we toyed with camping on, but I think now we're seeing this view. I mean, we've just been literally talking about this just 30 seconds ago, that I've always been a fan of getting the pitch that puts you inside the mountains rather than being above the mountains. I mentioned it in a couple of videos in the summer there, and obviously we have the Buckle, or what we'll say is Stob Derag is the summit that's straight ahead of us on the Buckle a bit more. Benaclu Race just over to the right there, which is one that you've seen us camp on a couple of times. We did consider camping there tonight actually, but we thought we'd go somewhere a bit different we haven't done before. And I mentioned earlier on, you can still see Ben Nevis and the Malmores. Such a clear, stunning night. Yeah, just one of them nights. I mean, December, no wind, warm. I mean, we've got gloves on now, but we haven't really needed them all night. We've been wandering about the place, just doing sat at our wee tables, having a whiskey and stuff, and that's what we're going to get back to doing, is finish off our whiskies, watch a couple of videos on YouTube each, and send us off for the night. Hi, good morning. It's pretty well. Up twice for a pee. It's like 7:30 now, so we're going to sit and chill for half an hour. The sun slowly coming up. It comes about 8:20 right now. Let's say we're about a week away from the winter solstice, the shortest day, so we are pretty much getting like 5 hours of sunlight now, something like that, if that. Certainly with the mountains it feels less. Yeah, we'll get a wee bit of food in a bit and get up. Good morning from Glencoe, or what feels like base camp. It was lovely. Got to take a walk over to the summit. We get a better view of that sunrise coming up. But you can see behind me the colours are looking fantastic. You know, it's hitting the cloud. Sometimes cloud helps a sunrise, and in this case it's just giving it that pool of the red. There's a little bit of a cloud inversion over in the east, but I don't think it'll be coming our end. But yeah, I'm going to wander over now and we'll get some shots up at the summit, I think, I'm on the well-trampled snow of the summit. We came up here a couple of times last night for wee walks. Lovely viewpoint to get the sunrise. Starting to see the traffic coming in at the entrance to the ski centre as well. Ski lifts just about to get turned on. In fact, they are actually just been turned on as well. I think they've maybe got 2-3 more days up here before the snow goes. Unfortunately, in Scotland, we don't get this too often in terms of like the snow staying. We'll get a couple of days, maybe a week, and then it will drop. Particularly over in the west. In the east at the Cairngorms, you normally get something that'll last most of the winter from now. You know, just not as lucky here. So it's always one of them ones where if you get the opportunity to get in the snow, it is. With that being said, I mean we knew if we'd done something like Ben Lomond, for example, last night, we for sure would be in a cloud inversion, or temperature inversion, sorry. But we were like, I mean, I've had my last 2 camps I've had were 2 really amazing inversions. You know, we had that Benaglow one that me and Stephen did, and then I had that one the following weekend up in Glen Shiel, which still stands to me as, you know, I don't really know how I can top that in terms of that was the ultimate camp. But in this case, I wanted something different. You know, even the different location in terms of like, you've seen in my channel, I've camped on in Glencoe a number of times, you know. But I wanted a different area. Like, I've never camped over this side before. Also, as we mentioned last night, camping lower and having that alpine feel around us, like, you know, it really does. Stephen mentioned it a few times. I felt like we could have been in the Alps, looking over onto Creag and Makalu at points last night. And then coming up here is a different view down Rannochmore that you normally get, and that gives us the chance to then see over to the Bridge Orchy Hills, and then hills that we've done in the previous, you know, like the Lawlers Range is very prominent from here. Schiehallion, also very prominent, as it always is when we come up here. And we'd even pick out from here, what was that called again? It was like Liam Ullum. That was that Corbett that we did. October, was that? The October camp? Me and Stephen, which was the one from the Creag train station, so the train spotting one, that's just straight ahead of me right now, and near hills behind it. And then, let's say, there's no point to mention it again. Ben Nevis stands out like a sore thumb, and the Malmores, and of course Bennicle East, just in the foreground here. Just a absolute stunner of a morning. I'm not going to be moving for you now, and then we'll get back, get the tents away. I think what I've got to do is to get a coffee and then get packed up reasonably earlier than we normally do, and then meet us at the cafe down there and get our breakfast and stuff, While I was packing away, I just reminded myself that I haven't actually highlighted my bag. So it is a new bag I've got here. It's a 50 litre by Rab, the Rab Muum, I think it's called, or pronounced, 100%. Got it as a birthday present. So typically I wouldn't normally think that you'd get away with a 50 litre bag on a winter camp. I'm normally 65 plus, but I thought I'd try and see if I could squeeze everything in I need. And to be fair, I have everything I've needed, from my crampons to my axe, shovel, and the bigger bags, etc. I've all fitted in here. So this was bought with intentions of it to be my summer bag. I tried this on a few months ago, and not realising that Caitlin was then going to go and buy it for my birthday, so thank you. It's a lovely bag, felt really comfy as well. So you see with the pockets I'm showing you, that it's just one big deep pocket rather than the two split, and I think that's maybe where my 65 goes wrong, having the split pocket. It kind of, unless you fill it just perfect both sides, you end up having that point where you're losing space, whereas having one big pocket you can stuff it, and then having the pocket at the front, the wee stuff pocket's brilliant, and then bits at the side, put your drinks and wee bits of extras. So really happy with that. First performance yesterday was very good. Seems like it's taking forever, but that's the sun just peeking over the horizon now. We've been seeing it lighting up some of the mountains behind us. Obviously the Ben got it first, and then the Malmores, the Buchel just got it a wee bit there, and we're just getting, in the next minute, 2 minutes, we'll probably hit the camera first, I think, and then we should be getting over our sight. Obviously the cloud will be in and out. It's just gone 9 o'clock now, so and I'm kind of giving you the times just so you can see winter camping. It's a bit of a different breed. Yes, it's lovely in the snow, and we weren't cold. It was a lovely night, to be fair, but it's a long night, and it's a long one, especially if you're wanting to do like we do, where you want to wait up and get some pictures and snaps of your sunrise and sunsets. You got a long bit in between to wait for it. But that's it up now. I think the next thing we'll be doing is probably getting our kit packed away. As you've already seen my bag, I've been slowly packing that away. I've still got my mat and a couple of wee bits to go in there. And then obviously the tent will get put in last, and then we can start thinking about our walk down. We're going to get food at the cafe, I think, today, so about an hour for us to get down to the cafe, and then home time. one last look down to the book hall. All packed away. Shouldn't be long till we're back down to the cars. I'm going to stop at the cafe of course as well. So I'll join you a bit further down the road, but we've got our crampons on, so we're going to get heads down and get on with the job of getting through the snow. Right, let's go. Aye, so we're just gone past the chair lifts, and we've got to follow the route that we did on the way up, which is pretty much a kind of forest track used for getting the bikes, you know, the quad bikes and the snow ploughs etc. up here. So follow that down, we'll be back in about 20 minutes or so. It wasn't that long up. Kept the crampons on for now, because as you see we're still on fairly thick snow, and when we come past the snow line, if it's anything like yesterday, it'll still have a fair bit of ice to deal with. So we'll have them on. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually just keep them on until we get to the car and get them off there. But I'll give you a bit more of the view, but bar than that, we're just going to head down and get ourselves down. We're both just back towards the cafe now, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. This will be my last video before Christmas, so also have a good Christmas, Merry Christmas, and hopefully have one more video for the new year if I can get back out again. Thank you for tuning in throughout the year. Thank you for engaging in my posts and giving me comments. It's always great when I get little comments back from you guys. But like I say, as always, Robert and Stephen, Moth Adventures, going to say goodbye, stay safe, and I'll catch you on our next adventure, whenever that may be, joining me. See you later, bye bye.